It's your boy, all the way from, I don't know, Ozone Park, Howell Beach, Long Island. We brought it all to Cold Springs.
Hot Springs.
All right. Spa City.
This is Spa City, yes.
Where are we?
Hot Springs.
Hot Springs. Spa City. It's so funny. So, this was an infamous area. Hootie finally made it to Arkansas. That's the only time you ever hear me talk in the third person. Come all the way down here to do the show with Belle. Stopped off in Arkansas. And it's very famous, Cold Springs.
Hot Springs.
Spa City. Let's keep it at Spa City. This is where all the Midwest and Western crime families used to meet on vacations with their families, would vacation. And you kind of heard rumblings of that stuff growing up, no?
Yeah, I mean, there had been talk of it that they would meet down in Hot Springs for top secret meetings, but I didn't know the facts on it or how much.
There's actually a museum here.
Yeah.
They call something like a gangster premiere. I know you guys at home love that stuff, so that's why I'm doing this episode. And also, I should have been doing it already on Belle's network. They should have hit 1,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed yet on the Hootie Social Club, head over to Belle's Tells, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the love button, hit all those buttons. We don't care if you like or dislike the Hootie Social Club, but head over to Belle's channel and hit the subscribe button. So now we all know the stories. Well, maybe some of you don't. That Al Capone, Bugsy Moran,
Lucky Luciano.
Frank Costello, they used to come down here in that era. Post World War II, there was still guys coming down here. Now, in the 60s, we all know JFK gets killed, right? We also know, some of us, that the five families weren't included on that. That was a Midwest thing, and they made that decision on their own. Could you possibly thought that they met in Hot Springs for that?
I mean, could have happened. Yeah, that's a.
Right.
I mean, that's a possibility.
I know mineral water, right? I mean, it's known for mineral water, gambling, extortion, prostitution,
Yeah,
which we don't like to talk about, right? Was all big.
Wasn't the mayor involved?
Absolutely.
Okay.
The mayor was involved in Hot Springs. And
got it right.
she knows a little bit of history about her own state. She does. She knows a little bit, people. But they actually traffic in drugs. Now, also, we're in Hot Springs. You just know that your favorite show on Prime TV, right? It's on Prime. The Ozarks. We're not too far from there. How far is the Ozarks from?
Probably 45 minutes to an hour.
All right. Now, the Ozarks, which we've watched, the farm people, the mountain people, the woods people, whatever they want to call, ran their own. No, they were growing their own. They grew in the show. They grew their own opioids, right? They have their own opioids,
They did.
right, on the show, and they also had cartels. That's recently. That's most recently. They also had cartels on the show, so I was trying to figure out where would the cartels come into play in Arkansas, but coming into Hot Springs, I've seen a lot of fields. So I can see them landing planes, trying to make this day and age where cartels are bringing drugs into this part. This is like more southwest than like the southern, like Florida is more east-west. I mean, east-south, excuse me. So I kind of probably think that Trafficante, Giancana, and all those guys did meet down here, probably in the late 50s, early 60s, thinking about taking out JFK. And then probably having a meeting down here. A lot of those meetings went recorded by the government. They did. They had people down here playing undercovers. Locals. It was more, I would say, local than government. Government knew they were here because they weren't really, they started paying attention a lot more after JFK got killed. I would say in the 60s, that's when the FBI really kicked in. Back then it was, chasing checks, bank robbers, the whole John Dillinger and Bonnie and Clyde era. going back for the FBI.
But it was when an organized crime that got the gambling started in Hot Springs.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, that's what the whole organized crime. But that was the outfit, the partnership. That was nothing to do with like the five families. I'm sure some of it made its way back. Probably, who knows? To you had Russell Buffalino answering to Angelo Bruno. So that was more East Coast guys dealing with Pittsburgh, Philly, Detroit partnership as far back, as the outfit. So we're here. We're in Hot Springs. We're going to take a tour. We're going to do some, nostalgic. But now we're thinking about the Ozarks, and maybe it is possible. Who knows, 45 minutes from here, they could have some big-time drug dealing going on. In Little Rock in the late 80s, they had, that was true.
Trafficking was in Little Rock.
Yeah, they had, but they brought crack to Arkansas, Little Rock. That certain part, they formed the Bloods. They had gangs there, everything in the early 90s. When they formed all the gangs and everything, they came into Little Rock before they actually came to New York. All those gangs, the Bloods and the Crips, they formed in Arkansas because of the crack game. They brought that movie, that show, Snowfall as well, was about how they started the crack game in Little Rock, Arkansas.
So I knew about the gang violence in Little Rock.
Now it's because of the crack era. The gang violence was left over from the crack era.
Gotcha.
Little Rock is still shit, right?
Still high crime, that is for sure.
Don't fuck around, but the Clintons are there. Fuck around with the Clintons.
He's actually from...
You don't want to play. You don't mess around with Bill. Bill's from Little Rock. Fuck around with
I
Bill.
know, I think he's actually from Hope.
I think we're going to have to look around and make sure he don't make his way into Hot Springs. So, me and Belle have been having this argument, and I don't want to be considered a womanizer because she's laughing. I don't know what she's laughing about, people.
Sorry.
I call it seeing, she calls it dating. If I want to see somebody tonight and go to dinner with somebody else tomorrow night, if I'm dating that person, then I'd be cheating on them.
No.
So, if I see one girl one night and I see another girl another night...
That's called dating!
But if
it's called dating multiple people.
You can't date multiple people.
Why not?
Oh, because then that's how a man gets a name like a womanizer.
But if you're open and honest about it, that's not...
I don't think women want to date. I'm saying, man, there's other women. You can't just tell women that you're dating them. Or a woman tells you that you're dating and you're taking another woman out on it. You go out the next night to a movie.
Wait, stop. How can she get upset if you are honest and say, listen, I'm just letting you know this is...
They all know. But that's why I don't think we ever call it. I don't call it dating.
That's to me.
Have you dated multiple men? That's what I'm saying. You won't. It's too embarrassing. Yeah, because I think it's embarrassing to say that. That's why I did that. It's embarrassing to say
it's
dating.
It's called openly dating.
Openly dating.
Seeing someone to me is you're locked into one relationship.
I need some help here, people at home. Does Hootie openly date? Does Hootie just go out on date? I don't even think I date. Do I date? I don't know.
How about that?
I go out. I do go out.
You do go out.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Give me what? You know about my going out?
I know a little, but
she knows a little.
This is
it's
true.
A little bit more than Hootie knows. Again, that's the second time you called me talking in the third person, or maybe third. But no, seriously, if you feel like going out now, say you like to go bowling with John.
Okay.
Roping. She likes to go roping with Drew. I don't know. They do some weird shit over here. Then she likes to go barrel racing with John. So that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Are you dating all of them?
No, we're just hanging out.
Oh, so now it's just hanging out. This is the argument I've had with you for months.
It's
so what do you say? But you're telling me.
Hanging out.
But when you ask me about my day, if I took someone like what I just said and say my form, you tell me I'm dating. Now you tell me it's going out.
Because
now she's on camera. She says it's going out. Which one is it? Is it dating? Is it seeing? Is it going out? To me, I just see anything. You said dating. Now it says going out.
Yeah, but okay. So to me, a date
Wasn't years ago that was a word used, going out? Wasn't that they said we're going out? Like didn't like do you
in
want
the
to?
'90s.
Didn't they date? No, yeah. That's probably when you were in the 90s. I was already grown. It's terrible. But in the 90s, when you were writing on the paper, will you go out with
That's
me?
what you did in
And you
elementary
get a
school.
bop. You were in elementary school in the 90s. So
No, I was.
well,
Yeah, I was in the beginning.
yeah. So
First
and
part
then
of
you
it,
put the
yeah.
2 boxes, yes or no. Did you put going out on it? Are we? Do you want to go out with me?
No.
Because that's the kind of words you just use. You're going out with them.
No.
You're going out. You said.
Okay, that's just okay.
This has been an argument
what
for months.
you just described is just hanging out. That's just hanging out.
But I
with a
told you
buddy.
that. But I said no.
yeah. Yes.
They're not all my buddies. Definitely not my buddies.
Okay,
So wait. So what'd I say? I said
Okay, so
John, Drew, and who? Josh. Who knows you guys? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But you went to a movie on Monday. You went roping on Tuesday, and then you went barrel racing on Wednesday. Yeah, those were with your buddies, because I'm not hanging out with my buddies Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
I mean, to do
When
something.
my buddies are going to the Monday night football to the bar, I want to take a nice looking woman to the bar on Monday night, far
That's a
away
date.
from them.
That's a date.
All right, so then if I'm out on Tuesday
Okay, so
having a drink or a bite to eat, what am I doing? If that's not the same person that I went, it's not a date. If I did it, or isn't it a date if you do it once? Then if you're seeing this, I would call it the same person. Like if I took the girl out once, right? So the first time you go out, you can get something to eat because you got to get to know the person, right? I don't know.
okay, I'm with you.
Then the
Keep
second
going.
time you go to a movie, because can't make the first date in a movie theater unless you're looking just to get busy as a kid, as you're a teenager.
Oh, you're talking about as a kid.
No, well, I don't know however you want to say it. I don't think people go to movies anymore. You can buy it on TV now.
Well, because of
Nobody
COVID.
goes to the movies. But even before COVID, nobody was going to the movies. I haven't went to the movies in forever.
I did.
Okay, name the last movie you've seen before COVID started.
Stars Born.
Okay, what year was that? That's probably 2 years before COVID.
No, it was.
Yeah, that's with Lady Gaga and the guy.
2018, 2019.
All right, it was a year before.
Okay, so
COVID was 2020, so you went to the movies a year before with Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga. That's the one you're
Yes,
talking about, right?
yes.
Okay. So she said you went to the movies once in 4 years.
Yes.
All right, so nobody goes to the movies. That means that nobody's going to the movies anymore. Because
Maybe.
I would say 10 years ago, 15 years ago, maybe, you're going to the movies once a week. Whatever new movie came out, it was like a pair of Jordans on Saturday.
I mean, that was more so like the big thing to do in
Write
junior high.
Write it on the Bell channel, write it on the Who channel. Who's right? That's all I want to know. It's seeing, it's not dating. Nobody's going to the movies anymore. If you see somebody on Monday, but you rather do something else on Tuesday, but you just met somebody else maybe
That's
during
called
the
a
weekend,
date.
and you say, let's go hang out and get a bite to eat or grab a drink.
That's a date.
My favorite is let's go eat dessert. Guys, that's the good one. And girls, you meet a guy, you don't know him that well, tell him to take you for dessert. If he says, no, let's go for a drink, get rid of him. He's a fucking alcoholic.
Oh my God.
Dessert's the move. I'm giving you guys the Hootie play. It's dessert. You meet a girl, ask her out for dessert. You'll hit them with something they've never been hit before. Old school status right there. You never heard that one before, right? Till just now. See? Bells tells, right in about it. So listen, this was a short video coming back. Bells tells and Hootie Social Club. The Hootie platform will be back. Great stories, just as good as they've been. I might do some interviews. I might not. We'll be hearing more from Belle, what she's doing new on her network, on her channel. That network's YouTube. What are we doing here? Like I'm doing a big network pitch here. The network's YouTube. Go subscribe to Bell_tells. BELL.
TELLC.
Can you say it so people can understand it in New York?
TELLZ.
There you go. TELLC. What the fuck is? You can't even hear her. You're mumbling it. But is it BELLE? Or is
Yeah.
it B? All right, so what? I said BELL. See,
No,
BELLE
you said
underscore TELLZ. Everybody head over, hit subscribe on her channels. Live right now, we're chilling in Hot Springs. Gonna head over to the museum, maybe to the Ozarks. See if the fucking cartel's over there. Go hang out with them. What kind of cartel's over there? Well, we can't get into any trouble. Getting right in the back on, heading back east. East, northwest. Before I go, you just got to know the best. When I boarded the plane,
what are you?
this is the funniest. First was a layover. They wanted me in Dallas.
It was bad. It was bad.
Listen, I had to go to
so
Dallas
bad.
for something. Then I came here. But when they announced to come here, this isn't a layover. This is the regular flight. And this isn't New York either. They said, head into Arkansas nowhere. The lady said it over the loudspeaker that the guy got so upset in front of me. We seen him pulling out of the airport in his car. Now I understood. I didn't understand why he got so upset.
He was from here.
He was from here. He had beat up expedition.
Poor guy.
He putted out of the
Poor
airport.
guy.
He got so upset with the stewardess when she said, I literally can't pronounce the name of that town. All right, so listen, come back. Hootie Social Club's coming back stronger than ever. Great. We're going to do great stories, great interviews. This lighting in here is kill me. I didn't wear my glasses because she told me not to. They were too dark. But this light in here is killing me. Everybody tune in. Jump over to Bell's Tells. Hit subscribe. Don't care if you don't like the content. Give it a support. It was great being out here with all the Bell's Tells fans. Hootie Social Club back at it. Stay up. Jindan.